Bom, pessoal, seja bem-vindo à live de número 91. A gente está quase chegando a 100 lives, né? Pela Academia Livre de Violão. Quero agradecer ao Alessandro do Acervo Digital pelo apoio, o Paulo Eucuri, também que faz parte da Academia Livre de Violão, e, enfim, todos que indiretamente ou diretamente colaboram, né? Por esse projeto tão bacana. As pessoas me perguntam, não muito, né? Mas algumas pessoas me perguntam qual o significado da Academia Livre de Violão, né? É uma patota que está querendo dar aula de violão? Não, não é. A Academia Livre de Violão é uma plataforma de aulas online, de entretenimento, de trazer mais para perto os luthiers, entendeu? Dicas de violão, eventos que acontecem, enfim, é para quebrar um pouco aquilo de dizer que o meio violonístico não é unido. Eu não gosto muito dessa frase, né? Eu acho que o meio violonístico, quem fala isso é que é desunido, né? Porque é um meio muito unido, sim, né? Eu tenho conversado com muitos violonistas que eu estou conhecendo agora, e estou maravilhado com o trabalho deles. O Carlos Walter, o próprio Tabajara Mello, o Evandro, de São Paulo. Enfim, pessoas maravilhosas. O Conrado Paulino, sempre gostei muito do trabalho dele, né? E quero agradecer a Bia, porque a gente fez uma semana Paulinho Nogueira, que foi maravilhosa. A Bia foi super atenciosa. Olha o Guta do Pandeiro aí. Seja bem-vindo, Guta. Estava falando da nossa amiga Bia Nogueira, agradecer essa semana que foi tão bonita, em homenagem ao Paulinho Nogueira, né? Pessoal, eu quero agradecer o Fernando da Dian, tá? O Fernando está com uma parceria com a Academia Livre de Violão. Nessa pandemia, ninguém está indo muito às lojas, né? Mas o Fernando envia, tá, pessoal? Num preço legal. Eu recomendo a Dadário. Essa Dadário é mais simples, mas ela é bem funcional para estudo. Ela tem um timbre legal para estudar. Para estúdio, eu já recomendo a Augustine, tá? Tem a azul e tem a roxinha. A roxinha eu acho melhor, mas isso é uma questão de gosto. Ó, a Neye Barnabé já acabou de entrar, que é a nossa convidada de honra de hoje, da Colômbia. Eu estou mandando um convite para a gente começar a nossa live com ela. Depois eu falo mais da academia, tá, pessoal? A parte solidária, a parte de unificação sobre a Academia Livre de Violão.
Hey there.
How is
Hello.
it going? Did you hear me?
I hear you very well. Do you?
Yeah, I hear you too. Very well.
How are you doing?
It's a pleasure you in the Academy Free Guitar in Brazil, Academia Livre de Violão. I'm very honored to make this interview with you.
Thank you very much. The honor is mine. Pleasure is mine. Totally. Thank you. I'm so grateful with you for the invitation.
My first question is how your first experience with the classic guitar, your first meeting with the guitar was in the childhood or from your family? Can you talk about how your first connection with the music in your life?
The first connection, well, in my family, there's no musician. There are no musicians, so it was totally no, not anyone, no. So it was very difficult to get there. But when I was a little girl, I remember that I used to like the cello, for example, too much music from cello. But I never had the chance to study or something. And when I was like 12 years old, my father had a guitar, but he could never play it because his hands weren't very good for it. So the guitar was just hanging in the wall. So one day I just decided to pick it and start playing. And that's that's how it began. And I started to attend classes at the Conservatorio with my first teacher, who was Boris Díaz, who is a very, very good teacher from Cuba. And I remember that the first classes were really, I had so much fun because I was learning a lot, and I didn't know that I can do that. So when I started to play, I was really, really excited for me being and doing something different than the other people. It was very, very beautiful.
In that moment, you talk about do you remember did you see the guitar in the wall? Your father put the guitar in the wall?
Yeah, because he couldn't play it. He was really, really bad with the hands, so he just quit playing it and just hang it on the wall. So it was there, just like a table, like something else, like a picture. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, Rami. Thaís Nascimento is a great guitar player in Brazil. He make a beautiful project. He make a connection with the best composer women in Brazil. You know, he make a project just for women composer. Very interesting. He make a saludo for you, Thaís Nascimento.
Hello. Hey there. Yeah.
When I talk about the good night, nice to meet you, Thaís Nascimento answer you.
Oh, nice to meet you too. Very, very nice to meet you. I hope you enjoyed it.
When you talk this guitar, like a pictures in the wall, when you take it off the wall, you start to play the guitar, or the guitar is still in the wall?
No, I just pick it up and start to play. And first, I just have a little book that teaches you how to play some popular songs, you know, like Mexican folk or something. And I started to play some chords and try. And then when my father saw that I really wanted to play, that I was really interested in playing, he just told me, well, if you want to study, let's look for a school or something. So we went to the Conservatorio here in Chihuahua, Mexico. And I started with a really little classes, like 30 minutes a week, and only guitar. And then around 1 year or 2 years later, I started to do solfeggio and all that stuff, like the complete duties from the career. Yeah. Interesting.
You talk about that experience inside of the conservatory. Thaís Nascimento make a question to you if you are a composer, if you compose something.
No, I'm terrible. I'm terrible doing that. I'm not creative at that at all. I mean, I really like to play. I think I'm really creative playing, but I don't compose. I could never do it. I think that's something that you're just born with, and I don't think that I was born with that talent, so I don't. I wish I could. I really wish I could, because I think it's something really, really beautiful, but I don't.
I'm very curious to hear your sound. Can you play for us something? You want to play something for us?
Yeah.
The guitar is close? Yeah.
Yeah. So nowadays, I've been working on this program that is actually about only Mexican composers. And this piece that I'm going to play is called La Balanza. I don't know how to say it in English, but it's something that says only in the same way. If something goes up, the other goes down. I don't know how to say it in English.
I know what you're talking about, but I forget the word.
It's like balance. I don't know if that's the
word. I forget the word too. But Do you play Margarito? Do you know this Mexico composer, Margarito?
I don't. I actually don't. No, I don't.
Yeah, Jalil play very well, Margarito. Very well. He's a Mexican composer.
I'll look for him. And I'll try.
I wanna listen this piece. The name Balança is very distinct. The name.
Yeah, it's a really curious name. You'll see why. And this is a piece from Mexican composer Lupino Caballero, who actually used to be my teacher at the Conservatorio. He was my harmony teacher, and he also used to be the director of the guitar orchestra that we used to have. He's a really, really good composer. I really like his music, and he's a really good person too. So this is La Balanza from Lupino Caballero.
Yeah, let's hear.
Sorry.
It's very
Thank
different.
you.
Conception art.
Very, very different.
Conception art, color, sound.
Yeah. This is contemporary music. It's just written like maybe 4 years ago, so it's really new.
Yeah, it's very different piece. I like something like that. I like something different that change our reference, I like something like that.
Totally different. Yeah.
Let's talk about your guitar.
My guitar.
País da Cimento make it like that to you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Please have a good test. Good test. Jesus Serrano, you welcome, Jesus. I love your work. So, Naye, can you talk about your guitar for us? Can you show for us like that? You put very close here.
Okay. Well,
you make like that.
It is. Yeah, I think my guitar is really beautiful. Maybe you can say that I say it because it's mine, but I think it's really beautiful, and I think it has a really, really good sound.
What's the name of this luthier?
The luthier is called Gabriel Hernandez. He's Mexican. He's from a really small town here in Mexico called Paracho. And it's a really famous town because of the construction of the guitars, because there are a lot of luthiers there. And he's from there, and he just, I think it's one of the best luthiers here in Mexico.
Can I ask something? can you take it off your phone? Because I think the sound is not very good because the phone is I don't know.
Okay,
Can
I'll
you take
take
it off for testing?
Yeah. Okay.
And then you just take it off of the cell too, please. Let me test if it's better the sound now.
So you tell me it's better now?
It's better
Oh,
so much.
Better. So there were headphones. Sorry.
You talk. The name is Gabriel. The name of the luthier?
Gabriel Hernández.
Gabriel Hernández. Perfect.
Yeah.
This tapa is the abeto. What kind of abeto, right?
The mine is abeto, and this is rose, Indian rose, rosa de la India, abeto, and ébano.
Ébano in this.
Rosa de la India, rose.
Yeah,
it's very dark. Yeah.
Very beautiful.
Yeah, it's very beautiful.
How old is this guitar? 3 years, 4 years?
It's 10 years now.
10 years?
Yeah, 10 years, but it looks like new.
I've
been very careful with it.
You gotta sell this guitar? You think about to sell?
If I what? Sorry, I didn't understand.
I think you wanna sell this guitar. I mean, right?
Oh yeah, I'm selling my guitar. Yeah, because I'm selling it because I asked Gabriel to build another one for me.
Another one.
So.
And how much you gonna ask in this guitar for if some Brazilian guy interesting about this guitar?
Yeah, this is 35,000 pesos, Mexican pesos. I don't know.
1 peso. How much dollar? 1 peso.
Like 23, 24, more or less. 23, 24 pesos for dollar.
You know how much in dollar your guitar?
Let me do the, I don't know, but I think like like 1,500.
1,500. Okay, if you can make a video after for show the sound of the guitar for all the guys is very good. For the
it'll be good. It'll be good. I have some videos at YouTube and my I'm in my fan page at Facebook and also at Instagram. But I could make one just for they can hear the sound of the guitar.
Thais Nascimento made a consideration. She said to you, the composer Barbara Kolb from USA has contemporary pieces like this. Do you know this composer, Barbara?
Barbara Kolb? No, I don't. But I would like to know her music. So I'll look for her. Yeah.
Because Thais make a research about the composer women, and then he's a composer woman around the world.
That's a really, really good work, really big job to do, and really important actually.
Very interesting work. And then now I want to ask you to play for us something classic music if you wanna. Classic music. What do you like to play?
Okay, so yeah, of course. I could play something by Ponce, Manuel M. Ponce, Mexican composer.
Interesting. Or if you wanna change, if you wanna play another composer, no problem at all. Okay, this name is a free guitar. It's very free.
Okay. Perfect. So this is a second movement from Sonatina Meridional by Manuel M. Ponce, this Mexican composer, and this movement is called Copla.
Copla, interesting.
Yeah, I hope you enjoy it.
Copla. Big hug, Jalil. I miss it to you play Margarito. Jalil is a good guy.
Well, you should send me. You should send me some scores.
Very interesting.
So
when he make live, I ask him 10,000 times to play Margarito. The composer that I love.
Okay. So I'll look for him, and you should send me some papers from him so I can play. Well, so this is Copla by Manuel M. Ponce.
Okay. Bravo.
Thank you. Thank you.
You have some deep sound, right? A deep sound, the sound that come. Yeah, deep. You know, deep.
Deep. Oh, yeah. I think kind of. I've been working a lot on it because I like that sound, and it's really hard for me to do it. But I've been working a lot on my sound.
Yeah, when you talk, that is hard. Thais like very much your sound.
Thank you.
Thank you, Thais.
When you talk about it's very hard to build in your sound. Can you talk some elements that make the difference? Because I like your sound. It's very deep in sound. It's very,
Yeah.
what
Well,
you work your sound?
I like a sound that is deep and round, but at the same time clear, you know? Because sometimes with the sound it's very deep, you just can't understand what is happening. And so what I try to always look for is it's a sound that it's deep, but not that deep that you just can't understand what is happening. So I think it's something about the shape of your nail, but it also, of course, has to be about how you attack the chord, you know? Just I like to play like this, like very, very profound.
Like
so the movement comes from here, not from here or here. Yeah, from here. So you can make the sound bigger and heavier, you know? Because if you do this, like just with from here, the sound is really thin, real skinny. But if you do this, the sound goes bigger and I think deeper. But I also like to try another colors, you know, because the guitar I think has a lot of colors that you can try, not only by moving your hand, but from here to there, but also the angle of your hand. It's not the same if you play this or this, you know, it's changing all the time. So that things are the kind of things that I like to work in to improve a better sound all the time. It's been hard because I have a really small hands and not that heavy, and I'm small actually, so it's been hard. But I think the work or the you have to do daily always returns you something. So it's just work and work and work until you get it.
Work. Never stop. And I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I'm curious about what you hear in your or influences. You know, if you hear another style or like to hear more guitar music or just pop music. What you're like to hear in your life for influences in your music?
Yeah, well, I think when I was younger, I thought that I only had to hear guitar music because I thought there were the answers. But when I grow up, now that I'm older, I think that you have to prove everything. You know, you have to hear everything you can. You have to know many styles, many eras from the music, so you can understand the total concept, the universal concept of music. Because music is it's not only what you play or what you think you're playing, it's what happens around you. So I don't know, I could hear a lot of stuff. I mean, not only classical, I like rock, I like country, I like pop, I like many kinds of music. So I think that's what actually helps me to have a bigger idea of what I want when I play, you know,
about the music. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
I like this sentence. When I was young, I remember Beatles song. Do you know?
Yeah.
I was younger, so much younger than today.
Yeah.
Anybody help me anyway? I love Beatles.
Yeah. I love Beatles too. since I was like 8 years old, I love Beatles.
Yeah. Can you talk about your culture? You talk about the Mexico composer, right?
Yeah.
Can you talk some music that make part of folkloric Mexico?
Folklore Mexico. Well, Mexico is a real.
not exactly folkloric in Mexico, but like let's imagine that you ask me what kind of music you hear more in Brazil. Is a difficult question, but I can suggest to you bossa nova, chorinho, samba,
Oh, I
something
get
like
it.
that. You know, in the Mexico, what kind of music that is a combine of the Mexico is a origin of the Mexico. You know.
Yeah. Well, I think it will be, well, a lot. But for example, the music from the north of the country where I live, it's called northern music, just like that, and it's with a saxophone and guitar and banjo and some instruments like that. So that song is really, really famous in here. I mean, not all people listens to that, but most of the people know the music. And in the center and south of the country, I think it will be like cumbias,
Cumbias.
or
Yeah, he
yeah.
before cumbia. Do you play cumbia? A cumbia? Do you
I
know?
no, I don't. I wish I could. I don't. I don't. Mm, I only dance them.
Dance
Yeah,
cumbia, right?
yeah.
Yeah. You see, it's normal. Usually, you see in the movies the men with a big hat, you know, big hat,
Okay, yeah.
and a big mustache, and they play like a mariachi. This is a
Like
culture
Maria.
in Mexico. It's a culture in Mexico.
Well, it's most like a cliche. It's not
It's
like
a
culture like
cliche,
that.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
cliche.
we are really, we have a lot of stuff to hear and to dance, and we are culture very, very big, very rich actually, because the country is so big.
So big.
And so I think that's most like a cliche. I mean, the mariachi is actually something, and we like it, and we use it when we have a party or something, like a big party, or when we want to take serenata to someone, like sing to
It's a beautiful
someone.
clothes. A beautiful
Yeah,
clothes.
it's really beautiful, really, really beautiful.
Beautiful. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it is something in Mexico, but I think it's most like a cliche because everybody think that we all are mariachis, but we're
It's
not.
like remember Brazil like just it's carnival. It's not just
Yeah,
carnival.
yeah,
Yes,
totally,
I
totally.
understand you. Yeah, let's play another piece, please. If you feel comfortable, you can choose wherever you wanna play.
Yeah, thank you. Well, I think I'm going back to contemporary music because that's what I'm doing right now. So this is called En tu nombre, in your name. And this is also a piece from Lupino Caballero. And
Caballero, caballero,
Caballero, yeah.
caballero.
So this is also contemporary, also kind of different language. I hope you enjoy.
I'm gonna join. Be sure.
Really,
It's very
really short.
expressive. It's very expressive. It's very expressive.
Yeah. Yeah, this is something that I've been working with, and I like it. I like it a lot because it's, as you say, expressive. It's not. It may be not that difficult as Ponce or Bach or something, but it's really, really.
I'm gonna make a composition for you, something that you gotta like it. Something I take your soul, you know, the way that you like it. Yeah, I take it.
Thank you very much.
I'm gonna send to you.
Thank you very much. I'll be so grateful.
Naive, let's talk about your personality. I know it's not easy to talk about yourself. I know it's not easy, but if you feel comfortable because we start between friends, you know what I mean.
Thank you.
I'm curious if you have some strong temper, or you some crazy, or you was crazy, now you another time of your life. Can you talk something like about yourself? No problem at all, because here everybody's crazy, you know. No problem.
Yeah. Nowadays everybody's crazy because of the coronavirus and stuff. But well, I think it's standard. Actually, it's really hard, my personality, but it's also it has the two sides. For one side, I'm tough and I try to be like concentrated and organized and all that stuff. But for the other side, I think I'm really kind and I'm really good friend. And I like a lot to have friends. I really enjoy I don't know, talk to them and go out with them to have a coffee and talk. And for other things like music or like exercise or something, I think I'm like more organized and more like closed, maybe, because I like to things go well in that sense. Mm-hmm. So I try to be strict and that stuff. But I think I have both sides. And crazy, well, I think I always been crazy since kid, and I think I'm funny too. I don't know. I think
interesting. You very honest with yourself. Have some manias, you know, Rami, manias.
What? Sorry?
You know Rami, mania? In English, you
know? No.
Mania is a agora I
mania.
Yeah, mania.
Mania. Okay. Yeah, it's same Spanish. Yeah.
Can you tell us?
If I have some mania, like I don't know.
You wanna say?
I haven't thought about it. I think maybe laugh a lot sometimes.
You laugh a lot? Yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah.
You are a very spontaneous person. You can see.
I think so. I hope so.
I like to talk about the artist, because the artist is not separate of guitar. The guitar and the art is the same thing. When you talk about you talk about the guitar.
Of course.
It's the same. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
There is a question here. Actually, what do you think about the scenario of the guitar player Mexico's in the world? The representativity. You know?
Oh, okay. Well, I think we have
another countries. What's how can I see Mexico in this global view, you know? In the classic
well,
music.
I think actually there are many good guitar players around the world that are Mexican, and we have a really good I actually have a really good friends that are, I don't know, maybe studying at Italy or other countries, and the things that I always hear about other people that are not Mexican is that Mexican guitarists are really, really good players. They have a really good sense of art and inspiration. So I think we are well recognized in other countries. And the people who actually are out of the country, they have really good jobs and they have really good connections with other guitar players and other artists. So I think we may not be that famous, like, I don't know, North American or something, but we are doing good job, a good job.
Yeah, I agree with you, because it's an amazing guitar player from Mexico. Has a great movement here, there. It's impressive.
Yeah.
And let's talk about the if you can say 3 names or 4 names that is very special in your career. Who can say for guitar player that influence you very much to follow up, you know?
Well, 4 names. I think the first
exactly from Mexico. You can say around the world, you know.
Yeah, well, I think first one will be my last teacher. She is from Czech Republic, and her name is Eva Pleškova. She lives
Eva.
Pleškova. Eva.
Sorry, Eva.
Pleškova.
Okay. Pleškova.
Yes, and she's Czech Republic. She lives here in Mexico, and he teaches here in Mexico. I think she will be the one, because she just taught me almost everything that I know, and she encouraged me all the time to learn and to do better and to be a better musician and a better person all the time. So I think she'll be the first one.
She was very important in your concept of music.
Yeah, so very important, because I think she's a really, really good musician, and she's also a really good teacher. And sometimes you can't find both in the same person, you know? So I think that's really, really good from her. And I think the other one will be, I just found, I didn't know about her. I just found her about a month ago. Her name is Federica Canta. She's a girl from Italy, and she plays amazing, totally amazing. Federica Canta.
Federica Canta. I never heard before, but it's interesting name. I never heard before.
Yeah, I didn't, but I haven't heard about her before also, but when I found her, I was just amazed. She's so good. She plays amazing. She's a really, really good musician. She feels all the time, and it's amazing. Sometime I'd like to be like her. And it'll be also, I like the work of Gianpaolo Bandini too, who is a teacher at Italy, and he plays with Cesare Chiacchieretta. Cesare plays accordion and Gianpaolo plays the guitar, and they both are really, really good together. They play tangos and a lot of stuff. They are so amazing. So Gianpaolo, and I think I'll also mention a Mexican guitar player whose name is Juan Carlos Lopez, and I think he's one of the best here in Mexico. He's really, really good. He is teaching Mexico.
Yeah, everybody that play guitar talk about Juan. I have his WhatsApp. I think you're gonna invite him for interview, Juan Carlos.
Yeah, Juan Carlos Lopez. He's Mexican too, and he's amazing. And he's a really good teacher too.
I'm gonna invite him because everybody talk about this guy, but he's a good guy.
Really?
Not like Barajas. Barajas is a luthier from Mexico, but he's a very boring guy. You talk with Barajas, he talk, I don't know. Hello, Barajas, I wanna talk to you. Oh, make appointment to talk to me. Something like that. Barajas, guy. Barajas, I don't care if you don't like it. But Juan is a very kind guy. He's a very kind.
Yeah.
Very lovely. I'm gonna invite him. Everybody that talk about Juan, that's a sweet guy.
He's a really, really good guy, and he plays amazing. He's a really good musician. One of the best that I ever know.
Let's hear I want to hear you more, because you play a little, but this little is very strong, you know? A little that I talk, there a little piece.
Yeah. Well,
vamos falar aqui, pessoal, da plataforma da Thaís, Mulheres Compositoras no Violão. Se você não se inscreveu ainda, vai lá e se inscreva, tá? É uma plataforma no Instagram bem interessante, que nós apoiamos da Academia Livre de Violão, e a Thaís está de parabéns. I'm talking about the streams in Instagram that composer woman in the guitar.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Very great. Yeah.
Well, so I'm going to play another piece in the same mood, because I like it a lot, and it's called Casa, house or home.
Yeah, a small piece, but it's very strong guitar. Now I say right.
This is a really different piece, because it's it's not hard to play, but it's hard to be attempt to the paper, and it's also always the ostinato, so it's hard to maintain that. But I like it a lot.
The interpretation is not easy. Yeah, I note that you are very concentrated. Can you show for us the part, the PDF for this piece?
Yeah, of course. Cool. Yes, it is. Yeah. So this is the one, and this is the other one that I played before. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. I like. It's very specific.
Yeah.
It's very specific.
Yeah. So
very. How you find this? You connection with contemporary music? when you say, I like that this kind of music, I'm gonna I start to play this kind of music? How you decide this, or this process is very spontaneous inside you?
I think it was since I was studying the music career, and I found it really liberating. I mean, I used to feel free when I played contemporary music.
You feel free inside, yeah?
Yeah, totally free. Like I can do many things, and I feel comfortable with the contemporary music. And someday my teacher just told me, maybe you are made for that. I mean, sometimes you just find something that you like a lot, and you just have to do it. And I think contemporary music has been like a relief for me, because sometimes when you're studying at school, you have a lot of repertory to do, you have a lot of pieces to play, and you're so stressed and that. And in contemporary music, I always used to feel comfortable and relieved about the other repertory. It's not that I don't feel or I don't like the other repertory, but I actually enjoy a lot this one, because it's like that. I feel free, totally free.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And you have some conception about silence, you know? I think you like the silence, you know?
Yeah.
You like it, right? You don't like
it's really important.
Too much, right? I think your best friend is a very silent person.
Yeah. I mean, when I play, actually, I really like to enjoy silence, because I think it's a really important part of the piece. If you don't do properly a silence, you just cannot understand the piece really good, and you miss something, you know. So I really appreciate silence in the pieces. So I really appreciate silence in my life. I'm a really good talker. I talk a lot. My boyfriend says, "You just don't stop talking." But but I think that when you just stay calm and try to listen what's happening around you, you can learn a lot. And in music, it's the same. If you hear what's happening around the music that you're playing, you can feel it better.
Yeah, so you have in your house some place that you like more, like a hind.
Yeah, something. No, maybe in my room, maybe like this little corner where I can sit, and there's almost no sound from the outside or other rooms or kitchen or wherever, and I like to be there. I like to be alone sometimes also. It's important for me.
You like to be alone sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah, it's important.
If you stay in the relationship, sometimes you prefer stay alone to yourself.
Yeah, because I need it. I need it.
Yeah, I respect this. I understand you.
Yeah, it's important. It's important.
It's important. Yeah, let's talk about the photographer. You talk about your friend.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's amazing professional. Can you talk about her?
Yeah, well, Selene Medina. She's yeah. I knew her because she was the mother of a student of mine. You know, her daughter was my student. So when we started to talk about photography and stuff, she said, "Oh, I do some photography. I like it a lot. I'm making some classes." and I'm learning to do it, and sometimes I like to do it. And I started to see her work, and I was amazed because she was so good for be a beginner, you know, to be a beginner. Because she said she had a little time taking photographs, and I didn't believe her because she's very, very good. So one day she told me that she wanted to do some photographs for me, and I said, okay, you can have me whenever you want. And we went to some locations. We went to an old house, and we went to her house, and she organized a set where we can take the photos and stuff. And I think she's very creative. I think she always has an idea what she wants in her head, and I think that helps a lot because she knows what she wants, and she looks for it until she gets it. And I remember that
she has a creativity, right?
Yeah, totally. I remember she was.
Yeah. Talk about this.
Yeah, she was a little nervous at the beginning because when we started the session, I don't know, because she's very good, but she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry if I don't do it really well. I want you I want to apologize, because I don't know if I'm going to do right and stuff." And I was just like, "She's perfect. She doesn't have to apologize about anything." And when she showed me the first photographs, I was just amazed. She's totally brilliant. I really like her work.
There is a picture that you are naked, and then you rub the guitar
like this.
How the photographer suggests this picture? Do you remember that time, that moment?
Yeah, because she
thought, let's do something different, because it's an art conception photo, right?
Yeah, I remember that she asked me to send her some ideas, like I'd like to have this or that, and I remember that I sent her some pictures that I found and that I liked. But when we were there, she was just so convinced about some things that she liked, so she just started photographing. And about that picture, I remember that we found one idea of that, but about a girl with a cello, and I really enjoyed that picture. So she said, "Let's try it. Let's do it." And I said, "Okay." And I have tattoos in this arm, and she really liked tattoos, and she really liked my tattoos. So she said, "I want
a tattoo here, right?"
Yeah, tattoo. Yeah.
I didn't note in the picture.
Yeah, it's in the photo.
You're right.
Yeah. And she said, I want that your tattoos are the get there, you know, that your tattoos are in the photo, and so let's do this arm, because it wasn't this, it was this, so the tattoos can be there. And she just did it. She was so convinced, and I really enjoyed that day. She's so creative, and she's amazing.
It's a very rich experience, right? It's very
rich. So, and reaching in all aspects, because it's art. It's also art, and it helps me a lot with the music, with the playing, to know another artist and share with them. And I think she sometimes believes that she's not an artist already, but I am sure that she is. She's brilliant, and she has this beautiful idea